Hi everyone, it's Eileen from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I'm here with week 7, I think it is, of Rachel's Roxy's weekly challenge, Rachel's challenge, and she did envelope pockets with the windows. So I'm just going to quickly set my timer because I forgot to do it, and there we go. I'm just setting it now for 45 minutes. Okay. So yeah, she did these, and these are probably something that you'll have seen quite a lot used in junk journals, because you know they're a great little yeah, right, okay, they're a great little pocket, and they're a really good way of using these. Now I would have used the envelopes that you know, I get in the mail, but I was very lucky to find these in a shop, so I bought a big pack of them, and I just thought, well, why not just use the new ones, because all the ones I've got are a bit raggedy at the minute, and they're all the big ones, and I didn't want to do big pockets because I want them to be able to fit into a journal. So we're going to do these. So let's start our timer, and we're off. Right, so first thing I'm going to do, I've got my papers, and these are all from Artsology. I'll drop a link down below. First thing I'm going to do is seal all of these, and then we can get started. We'll cut them, and then we can start decoupaging them. So there's a few differences to the way I do mine and the way that Rachel does hers, and we'll come along across them as we go. And it's nothing huge, it's just, you know, everybody has their own way of doing things, don't they? And this is my way of doing them. But yeah, she does some real, I mean, our paper choices are absolutely amazing. I love her style, it's just amazing, isn't it? Rachel, if you get to see this, I'm just a big fan. and you do an amazing job, and I love your aesthetic, it's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, I wish that I had do you know what it is? I think sometimes I find it difficult to not be so regimented. I think sometimes I find it difficult to completely let my creativity go, and that's something that I'm working on at the minute. And I've made a journal, and I hope you're gonna like it, because I've completely just let myself go, and I haven't planned anything, I haven't ordered anything, I have just simply gone with the flow, and it worked out great, and I'm going to show you that in an upcoming video. Now I think I've got about 7 of these. I don't think I'll get 7 done, but we'll have 7 prepared anyway. I'm aiming to try and get at least 4 done, and hopefully that'll work. Because I want to get them decorated as well and ready to go. I've got a couple of journals that are on the go at the minute, and I need pockets and tags for. Right, they're all sealed. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the big cutter out, and I'm just going to give them all a quick trim. Just put my top on my glue. And this, you're trimming them is up to you. You can have a really long pocket like that, you know, and have a really big long tag. But I'm going to trim mine at about, I'm going to say about there. I'm not measuring them, I'm just trimming them by eye. So there might be slight differences in the sizes, and I might leave a couple of them just a little bit longer than the others. So that one is going to be a little bit taller. I don't want them any smaller because, you know, I want there to be a gap between the window and the top of the pocket, because I want to be able to put a nice tag in there that's got a focal point, and you don't want that too low, because otherwise your focal point is going to have to be at the bottom of your tag. Right, so last one, I'll leave that one a little bit longer. Okay, now all these, don't get rid of them, because these make perfect instant pockets. Look at that, instant pockets. Decorate them, stick them on a page, and you've got loads of instant pockets, and we'll do them in another video. So we've got that done. Now this is what I'm going to do. I always do this with mine. because I've glued them down, they're all sealed now, and you know, you could leave them like that and you know, you've got a sealed pocket, but it's hard to decorate the inside when they're like that. So I'm just going to snip down one side, and it's not, you know, you can snip down both sides if you want, if it makes it easier for you. But I'm going to snip down the side closest to the window, and there's a reason that I'm doing it there, because one, it's easier to decorate it because it's right on the edge, and two, because the way I seal mine is slightly different to the way that Rachel seals hers, and we'll show that as we get on. Now again, you can decorate these in any way, and you can be completely eclectic if you want, or you can use like a set of papers, or if you're using a digital, use some of the papers from the digital. It's always a good way if you know, if you're using a digital. But I'm going to do a variety. I'm going to do some with book page, because I do love decorating with old book pages, and I'm going to do some with the Artsology papers because I just love these papers. I print them again and again and again, and it has been well worth the money, this pack. And I'm going to have to check actually to make sure how many times I'm allowed to print them because sometimes when you buy a digital, there's a predetermined number of times you're allowed to print it, and I need to check that because I've printed these out now at least 10 times, so I need to make sure I'm not going over that. It's just a way to help out our digital designers, you know, and to make sure that their property remains their property, because it is. We're just lucky enough to get to use it. Right, now we've got them ready. The first thing I think I'll do is to decorate the insides. Now I think I'll do them all together, and I'm going to find, where did I put, oh there's my papers right in front of me. I'm going to pick one of the papers as maybe it's not as highly decorated as the others, and we'll start tearing that down to use it on the inside. That one's a nice one. It's not as highly decorated as the others, and that's going to make it perfect for the insides. Now let's just check. We wanted about, we can cover the whole inside if we want, and you can certainly do it that way, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cover where the pocket's going to go, and by doing it like this, it means that I'll have enough to cover 2 out of 1 strip. So there's 2. Let's do some more, and I'm just measuring them by the actual window to make sure that they're not going to be peeking out or anything. Don't have to be very neat with this, because for the most part it won't be seen. So I've got 2. So here there's 2, 4. Here's 6, and this just means that the inside of your pocket is going to look pretty when you haven't got a tag in it. And there's 7 and 8. So we'll keep one of these pieces, that'll be part of the collage. This is a great way of mass making, you know, you can get a lot done in one go, and it just means, you know, that you could sit down, spend maybe an afternoon, and you'll have not only several pockets done, but you'll have the time to do the tags for them as well. Now, this is one of the reasons I did it close to the edge of the where the window is, so that it's easier to get it in. There we go, perfect. And that's the view you're going to get through the window. So let's do some more. Maybe some of these might be a bit short, but that's okay because we can fix that. The idea is collage, so there we are, lovely. See how quickly these can come together and create these gorgeous pockets. I managed to get these were, now where was I when I found them? That one might not quite be quite long Where was I when I found them? Oh, I was in the Range. The Range is an English shop, and it's kind of like, it's you know, you can buy seasonal stuff there, you can buy pet things there, you can buy craft things there, you can buy all sorts of different things there. They've got some lovely ornaments and lamps and things as well. It's a bit of a multi shop, you know, which is great. But it's probably one of the only shops, in fact I think it is the only shop that's open at the minute, because we're still in a lockdown in the UK, that actually has craft things for sale. Because there's none of the other craft shops are open, because obviously we're still in a national lockdown because of COVID, so it's difficult to get anywhere now. But you can still shop there, because they're also a grocery store, so they've had permission to stay open, which is good for crafters. But again, I don't like going out unnecessarily, but I had to go and get some shopping in, and the Range was one of the shops where I needed to go, so luckily I managed to grab these. And I had a good look round, and I bought this lovely new paper pack that I'll show you in an upcoming video, because I'm going to use it to create a journal. And oh, gorgeous. What else did I get? I got a new die, because I wanted to do some more die cutting. Because if you've watched me for a while, you'll know I like using die cuts in my journals. I'm trying to think what else I got. I did get something else. It'll come back to us anyway. But it's the first time since well before Christmas that I've actually been able to shop for something other than food, and I've got to say it was just wonderful. Now that one's slightly too short, so we'll just collage it with a piece of this. I think I must have just pull that one too short. There we go. See, it looks just cute, even cuter with a little bit of collage. And here's the last one. So yeah, it was nice to get out of the house for something other than work or food shopping. Oh, don't stick, don't stick. Oh, it's torn a little bit, that's okay. Hopefully you won't see that. It's been a long lockdown, this one. I think it's felt even longer than the first one, even though I don't think it is, but yeah. So it was nice. Anyway, I got to do some crafty shopping. Right, we've got all the windows covered. Now we just need to collage the rest. So we'll do them one at a time from now, because otherwise, you know, I might, if I try and do them all as a production, we're not going to be able to get that many finished in the 45 minutes. So let's just start. Let's just find some nice papers and get them on. And I'm going to try not to be too precious about what I put where. It's not going to be one of these matchy match things. I'm just going to go for it and get some papers down, because I think sometimes I spend far too much time trying to match things up. And as I said, I'm trying to let go of my creativity and now we'd have free run. I kind of like, let's see, oh, you're a nice one, we'll use some of you. So now to close this up, you could run a bead of glue down there if you want, but I don't want to lose any of the width of the pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this paper over, and that will really be enough to secure the pocket. And you know, you don't really need to add any more glue, because this will cover it. This will make sure it's closed, and it's, you know, it's a nice simple way of being able to close these without having to lose any of the width of the pocket. So let's get this one on. So we've had a warm snap. I mean, it's been gorgeous, the weather. I don't know what it's been like in the rest of the UK or anywhere else in the world, but we've had some gorgeous weather. Right, I'm just going to fold this round, and that's, see how that is just closed, that pocket there. So So now we've got a closed pocket. I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on that. I don't want it opening up at the back. There we go. And there we go. So it's a simple way of closing them if you're, you know, if you're stuck for a way. Oh, you'll go there, perfect. And yeah, so we've had some lovely weather. It's been absolutely gorgeous. And the other day we went for a walk down the beach, and oh my word, it was just glorious. It was absolutely wonderful. It wasn't cold, it was a bit windy, but it wasn't cold. And I can say, for the first time since winter began, I was looking at the sea longingly, wishing that I'd brought my swimsuit. Because I so wanted to jump in and go for a swim. And I think, yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing at the weekend, maybe. But saying that, I think that the weather has started to turn again. It's winter. It's going to go back and forth. I mean, it's a running joke in the UK. If you don't like the weather, wait half an hour, and it'll be different. Oh, don't rip. Yeah, so it was lovely. My daughter's encouraged us because I've been working really hard on making journals and things. I'm not worried about this leaving a bit of a mark because I'm going to put a focal point on anyway, so that's fine. And because of the shabby cheapness of the paper, you can hardly tell. So we just want a little piece to go across there. And I'm aware that this is quite similar, the paper that I'm using, but it's still, it looks cute. And we're going to do some in different ways as well. So there we go. Right, I'm going to finish 3. Let me just check on the timer. Yeah, we've got half an hour left, so I'll get 3 collages and then we'll decorate them. And that way, you know, hopefully, perfect. We can do it like that, and we're not going to end up not getting any finished. Because you know, I get so stuck in the collage part of it that I forget that I need to decorate them as well. And yeah. But collage is so much fun though, isn't it? Don't you just want to spend your days collaging? Right, I think we'll add a bit of book page to this one. Where did I put my book pages? Let me see. I did have them. Aha, they're here. I've got them. So let's see what we've got. We could use a bit of this, I think. How about that? I just love being able to use these book pages for different things, and you know, I think they just look nice. And they're so interesting as well. It's a shame for them to just sit in a book somewhere where they're never going to be read again, and then eventually go in the bin, when we can give them new life. A new meaning. I'm going to have to make a point of staying off eBay, because I have been on there looking at antique and vintage books, and some of them you can get for so cheap that I really need to stop. Because I now can't get into my house for books. as fast as I'm making junk journals, it's still not going to be fast enough. I'm going to end up with just bookshelves full of books. But I think there's a part of being a hoarder that requires you, sorry, a part of being a crafter that requires you to also be a hoarder. And I think you all know what I mean. You can't help it. And it's, I think these, I've been watching a couple of channels lately where the crafters have been doing de-stashes, and as much as I would love to be able to say that I could do a de-stash, I can't, because I get everything out that I think I haven't used that in ages, so why not just get rid of it. I get it all out, and then I think, well, I know, but it could come in handy for something, and I I inevitably end up putting it back, even though I know I'm never going to use it. I will eventually get round to having a but it's difficult, isn't it, to let go of things, especially as a crafter, letting go of craft supplies. I definitely need to do it. Right, now we just need one strip down there, and I think another piece of book page. Let's see, I want something a bit stronger because obviously I want it to fold over, so how about some music page? There we go. Oh, I like that side better actually. Okay. You see how quickly these come together? And there we are, that's completely closed that one up. There we go. So there's two ready. Now let's get one more, and then we'll start to think about decorating them. Because I do want to get some of these ready. Like I say, I've got a bunch of journals that I'm working on, which I'm going to show you in an upcoming video. I think it's going to be, the next 1 or 2 videos is going to be like an eclectic thing, because I've got so much on the go at the minute that I need to start finishing off some projects. Because I get halfway through a project. I mean, I know there's a lot of you can relate to this. I get halfway through a project and then I get caught up in another idea, and then I put that project aside and then end up working on another project, and then I end up with loads of projects going at the same time. So I do have quite a few, and I want to get some of them finished because I've got about 5 journals on the go at the minute. In fact, I've probably got more than that. So yeah, I need to get some finished. That can go over there. And I don't mind that the text is upside down. I'm just going to trim that. So probably in the next couple of videos I'll be doing a like project finisher and see how many things we can get finished, and that'll be good, because if you're anything like me, and I think as crafters a lot of us do have this problem, that we end up with just so many projects that need to get finished. That you'll relate. I know you'll relate. I wish I could be one of you know, one of the crafters who can just methodically work through things. I think I'll put that there, kind of like that. And always has a plan, and you know, is able to work through projects perfectly. But nope, that's not me. This is a very old book and it is very thirsty, so I'm going to really soak it in glue. Oh, I'm nearly out of my glue. And I think I'll take it right to the edge. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's really cute. There we are. A little dinner at Uckridge's. That's so cute. I could do with a little dinner somewhere right now. Oh, I can't wait for the day when we can eat out again and go out, just to be able to go out and have fun and walk around shops. I am not a shopper, you know. I'm not one of these people who enjoys shopping, but at the minute I just really want to go shopping. Because like, it's been, where are we? We're like mid-February. And the last time I shopped for anything other than food was before Christmas. So yeah, it seems like a lot longer. Yeah. Right, that's our third one done. So let's get these ones decorated and then we can move on and try and get some more done. Okay, so I want some labels, I know that. And I think I've got some washi stickers and some bits of ephemera. Let's just move that across and see what we can find. So I kind of want just a focal point. Yeah, so we've got some nice washi stickers, so let's get our flowers out and see what ones we've got. Oh, and I kind of like the idea of maybe a bird as well, or a butterfly, if I can get them out from there. Let's see. Got it. Right. So, oh, it's going to be just too big, although we could go over that a little bit, couldn't we? It might look nice actually with the butterfly just sitting over the window. Okay, well there's a possibility. Let's see what else we've got. And again, it doesn't matter if they sit across. I actually quite like that. Not the right colour. These are all very red. And I don't think, oh, that one might. No, wrong colours. Okay, so let's have a look at these ones as well. So we've got another couple of butterflies there. Let's put them ones in. Oh, I know what I have got which might look nice. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so we've got those three. Now, do we have labels, washi labels? Because I might have some washi labels. Let's have a look and see. Again, that's a bit big, but I could trim it down. And then we could have that sort of sitting across the window. No. I like the idea of that. That's wrong. Too big. How about that? Oh, that's nice because it matches with the nice, maybe, what was the other colour of the other butterfly? Maybe it's the colour of the butterfly that's putting me off. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. It was the colour of the butterfly. That one I don't think needs a label. And that one, I think I've got some small labels in my book. Let's just move that out of the way. Right, let's get this one done first. You can ink these up if you want. I'm going to leave them till I decide where I'm going to put them, because I'm trying to push myself to sometimes work without having the need for ink. I know it's one of the things that I do a lot. I do ink a lot, but I am kind of trying to push myself to try different things and different styles, and so one of those things is to try and work without ink once in a while. There we go. I like that. It's kind of a, I like the way that it's not a solid tag, you know, you can see the paper underneath it. That's why I love these washi stickers. I think that because you know, you still get to see all the beauty that's underneath them. Now I want these wings to come slightly over, so that whatever goes in that pocket you're going to see behind that. That's lovely. I love that one. Yeah, that's cute. So there's one finished. Now this one as well, I don't know that it needs, I don't know that it's going to need a label. I think we can just maybe get away with just the washi, and hopefully that'll be enough. Let's see how it goes. Right, now I don't want to lose any from this side. Okay. Yeah, I like the way it sits across the window. Yeah, because whatever goes in that window now, you're going to see the sticker. I kind of like that. Right, and then this one I think we'd already decided it doesn't need a tag. Or does it need a tag? Maybe it does. Let's have a look and see. Let's see what we've got in here. I kind of like these ornamental ones. That's too big. Do we have one of them that's a bit smaller? I don't know if that's going to be that's too small. I think they're the only sizes in them ones. Maybe not liking it, not liking it. That's better. I like that better. I wonder if it would look nicer with the red. I think it does because it picks up the colours of the map. Okay, we'll go with that one. Now, contrary to what I've just said, I'm going to run a slight bit of ink around it, just because it's got quite an intricate edge, and you can't, like, it's very difficult to cut all around the edge, so there's white bits, and I'm just going to disguise them with a little bit of ink. So we need our runny glue for this, because I've printed them on card. And these tags, I'm not 100% sure whose they are. I'm going to have to think about that and get back to you on that. I'll find out whose they are, and then I'll pop a link in the description below so that you can see. Isn't this a gorgeous clock? Do you know, when we were young, my brother went on a school trip to Germany, and they went to the Black Forest, which is a region well known for clockmakers, and he bought this lovely clock for my mum. It was a cuckoo clock, and I was so in love with that clock. It was so gorgeous. I think I'll put it more central. But it was funny because one day we were sitting watching, I've probably already told you this this story, but one day we were sitting watching kind of a horror, kind of a thriller thing. And you know, when in the old thrillers, before all of these special effects and that, you know, a lot of tension used to be built up by the music. Let's just check our time. We've got 14 minutes left. Okay, let's do another 2, and then we'll see if we can get them finished. So yeah, they would build up a lot of the tension with the music, and then right before the big jump scream, the music would stop. So we're all watching this the horror story, horror film, and the music's building and building and building, and I think it was something to do with vampires, I can't remember. And then the music stopped, and you know that the next thing that happens is, you know, something's going to jump out. Way, didn't this cuckoo clock go off, and we all just flew off the sofa. I'm talking screams and everything. It was so funny. Looking back on it, I was absolutely terrified as a kid. I was like, oh my god, the big cuckoos. Yeah, fond memories of that cuckoo clock. Oh dear me. But yeah, it was a lovely clock. I've always wanted to go to the Black Forest in Germany, because I love Germany anyway. It's one of my absolute favourite places in the world. And I do like to try and get to Berlin at least once a year. But I've always wanted to go to the Black Forest. And I says to my husband, I says, we'll have to do it one day, and I will have to buy a cuckoo clock. Just for the memories. But yeah, I mean, the clocks are absolutely amazing that they make. They're master clock makers. Wonderful. Right, let's get that one trimmed down a bit. There we go. It's very fragile, that paper. Now, what else do we have? If I just tear this off, and then that'll always, I'm gonna have to go and get myself some more glue. There we are. And then fold this round to close up the pocket. And I'm just going to trim the top of that. Right, I'm going to just grab some more glue, which I should have handy. There we go, got some. Throw this one away. And we're back at it. Right. Wouldn't that be cute to have that same pattern follow through like that? I'm going to do that. That looks like it could be really cute. And I'm going to leave enough to fold over to close the edge of that pocket as well. So I love starting a new glue stick. It's one of those little things, you know, you have to cherish the little things, they say, and one of the little things is starting a new glue stick. And we'll just close that like that. Just caught a little bit of the text there. That's fine. Right. So if anybody out there has been to the Black Forest and seen these wonderful clocks that they make, tell me, because I'm interested. I like to know about these things. If you've experienced these wonderful clock makers. That's just too different. That'll be too plain. How about a little piece of you? There we go. Just gonna. Now I'm gonna need a new glue page. Yeah, because I love the idea of going there. I don't know. I think it's because, excuse my chair, it's very creaky today, as am I. It's just, to me, it always seems like the birthplace of fairy tales, and I know a lot of the old fairy tales did come from there. And as a storyteller, as a teller of tales, it's like something that I love. Okay, that one's pretty. So the idea of going there, just to me, is amazing. You know, I can't wait till we can start travelling again and holidaying. I've started learning my German again because I did stop for a while. I got a bit disheartened when we had to cancel our Berlin trip, because that was a really sad day. I haven't been to Berlin now for 2 years. Oh, so sad. The camera's making noises, so I'm hoping it's still recording. I don't know if it's wanting me to take it to Berlin. It's getting nostalgic for our trips. But yeah, so yeah, I can't wait till the day we can start travelling again and start going to places. I think I'll try a bit more of that Ready Reckoner. Where did I see that piece? There we are. Nope. Although, could put it across there. That'll work. Maybe I'll fold it over instead of cutting it off. There we go. Right, now some more of this lovely paper. Let's choose something that's a bit similar. Excuse me for leaning over. I like that. Okay, so how about we put that down there? Where's my rule gone? Has that worked? No, it didn't, but we'll put a little bit of that down there. Got a little bit of the page on. Have you found, I don't know if I'm the only one who's noticed this, but depending on what book page you're using for your glue book, like determines how much it's going to get stuck to your to what you're gluing. Some pages you can use them 4 or 5 times, and some pages you use them once and then that's it. I guess it's to do with the quality of the paper and the type of paper. Because I generally, you know, when I'm using these books for glue books, you can feel the difference in the paper, and I suppose it makes a difference to how much glue you can get away with before it starts sticking. I suppose it's because, as I was saying before, some books can be quite dry, and if they're very dry then they require more glue, but others are not, and you know, just the slightest bit of glue and you know, you've got a mess going on. So I guess it's to do with that. But this one's not very good. It's the slightest bit of glue and it's sticking to everything, which I kind of, you know, it is its job the glue's job to make it stick, but still. Right, we've got 2 more. Now let's get me ephemera and see what we can find. Let's do something different. So we don't want the, I don't think I'm going to do, oh, what are these? Okay, let's get a few of these out. These might not be big enough, but let's have a look and see. The butterflies certainly are. Oh, I like that one. Put it up on the Ready Reckoner. Yeah, I like that because it brings out the blues in the paper. We could even maybe put some no, okay, that's a nice one. I like that. And then I wonder if there's a little butterfly. It's a moth. Okay, I need to move some of these so I can see what I'm doing. There. How about we put that there, and then that can sit there like that. Perfect. Now, labels. Let's find a label. We've got 3 minutes left, so we can get this done before time runs out. I'm going to go straight for these labels because I think they're probably the best. Or, ooh, let's do some of the field note ones. Yes, I like that. Perfect. And then this one, field notes, but I want something else on there, and I think I'm going to go with red. Yeah, liking it, liking it. Okay, again, I'm not going to ink these. I'm not getting brave. But I think I might put it on a bit skewy. Sorry, I hope I'm not off camera there. And then this, it's a bit like, it's card, so I'm going to use the tacky glue. It's not very thick card, but you know, you can never be too sure. I'm going to just sit you just above there like that. Yes, perfect. Now, oh, got 2 minutes left. We can do this. We can do this. Right. I like the way the blues, like the blue of the background's coming out in the blues of the paper. I don't work enough in blue. It's one of my favourite colours, you know. Oh, maybe I need to do a blue journal. How about that? Would you like to see a blue journal? Pop a comment down below. In fact, there you go. put a comment down below and tell me what your favourite journal colour is. Right. If you had to choose a colour for your journal, what would it be? I've got a lavender kit that I'm wanting to use. And I do like the idea of a blue journal. It sounds, now that I'm thinking about it, it sounds great. Or do you prefer your journals to be multicoloured? There, that's perfect. So we've got 1 minute left. We're not going to get another one done, so let's just stack these up. We managed to get 5 done though. That's good, that's good. So we've got 5 done and they are gorgeous. And when you find a tag, let me find a tag. Let me just find a quick tag. We'll use this one. When you've got your tag, obviously this isn't wide enough and you can't actually see the full image, but then you can make your tag to fit, and then the image will sit nicely in that window. Isn't that gorgeous? And then of course you can pop these on and you can make it a double pocket because you've got the inside and then you've got the outside. You can put some paper along this top edge if you want. You can cut a divot out. I'm not going to cut divots out because I quite like them to be left like that. Oh, there we go. There's the timer gone off. Okay, there we are. But you can, when it comes to putting them on your page, you can place them so that you've got 2 pockets, and then that's great. Or you can have them being a side pocket, which I quite like the idea of. So you've got your tag in there, and then you've got a nice journal card sticking in the side. Perfect. Or I suppose you could back these with some coffee dyed paper, and you could have them on a hinge so that they flip out. That's another lovely idea. So we got 5 done in the time, and that's great. I love it. We did a mixture of book page and printables, which is great. And those washi stickers, I love the way they like come across, because when you put your tag in, because they're transparent, you'll still be able to see some of the tag underneath, but then you'll see that edging over the side. So yeah, there we go. I'm loving it. It's great. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. But I'm going to finish the other ones. I think there's 2 left to finish. I'll finish them off camera, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll hopefully, I can't wait till Monday to find out what the next challenge is. So yeah, so stay safe everybody. Drop me a comment down below, tell me what your favourite colour for a journal is, and maybe we'll work on a series, you know, we'll work on a colour series. That might be fun. And drop us a like if you've enjoyed this, because that really helps. And I love hearing from you. Let me know how you are, what you're doing, you know, what's going on. I mean, we're in a national lockdown, but I don't know how. You know, I always love hearing from you. So yeah, so I'm going to call it there. So have a lovely day, week, and I will see you later. Please stay safe, take care, and happy crafting. Bye.